Wait, Baksteen or ZooT's not going to live down this result. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, here we go. Baksteen and ZooT live here on the Sunday Cup number 5 for the spring season. And we're off with Baksteen from the start here as he picks up the Mega. And what do you like about this spawn?
Pretty solid standard spawn on T7. You get more of an advantage getting Mega because you've got the yellow armor, the shards, the rocket and the LG. So you have to play a bit more defensive when you get the red spawn. Get that rail quite early and play your angles, and you can't generally defend the red first up just like you do now because you haven't got that weapon advantage.
And they're Baksteen quite easily taking
Very
himself
easy,
a red there.
too easy for my liking.
So you feel like ZooT should have pressured a bit more there?
If he sets a trap now, it should be okay. He's not even pushing.
Yeah, it feels like he's not on the map, but there he is. He is trying to challenge. He wants to get the LG, but look at that. Baksteen very content to just make the rocket jump across to deny ZooT any damage at all. And that's a really nice play from Baksteen. And he's there. Look, it's almost too easy. It seems like the prediction there of ZooT's position. Baksteen with the rocket
fairly
and the timing.
Really. And ZooT is not going to be able to challenge with red, and now Baksteen's got a 5-second split. So for the next minute and a half, ZooT's on that. Going to find it very difficult to do anything on this map.
At the very least, ZooT still hasn't lost too much of his stack, although that one rail is going to hurt him some. ZooT is, he hits another one, so that's a really good result before leaving or being greedy. But he's actually going to come back to challenge for this Mega. This could be a really good decision for ZooT. Baksteen with the rocket jump up though, and pulls out the LG, and ZooT is left without a Mega and without a chance here against Baksteen's lightning gun. But he switches to the rockets and makes things work.
ZooT. I was about to say he shouldn't have been there. He should have pushed back. He had enough of stack to defend the red, but those somehow he hit some amazing rockets and a couple of great rails. So 1-0.
Nice stuff from ZooT, but can he keep it going? Can Baksteen find his way back in quite quickly? Both red and Mega at the same time here, then Baksteen's going to come aggressively to ZooT, and ZooT's aim not true there, but it was just enough to do the job anyway. But he's going to have to keep his form and his composure going if he wants to keep his momentum in this match. And look at that, Baksteen with the red steal, and ZooT
was too passive there. He could have just jumped on that red a little bit earlier.
Or even just decide to give it away and go for the Mega, or sure. I guess there were, that indecision slowing him down a little bit. And Baksteen now, he's not too stacked, so ZooT definitely can get on him quickly. If ZooT's reading the stacks well, he can definitely make an aggression work against Baksteen. And here we go, the red's coming up, ZooT's here to try and defend, moving his way around those pillars, dancing around as Baksteen just easily picks up the red.
That's a strange decision because ZooT had far the bigger stack and he had all the weapons at his disposal. He should have just stood on that red and claimed it.
Yeah, and right there, the Mega battle is commencing as it spawns on the spot. Baksteen just, without hesitation, just jumps onto it and makes his way back to red to get positioned to defend it. And there hits a nice rail onto ZooT, and that really shuts ZooT's opportunities down for an aggression now, because one more rail is essentially him just dying. So he cannot afford to risk that, and Baksteen now with 150 armor running around against just the yellow of ZooT. Can ZooT do more than just one rail? He does too, but that's
everything though.
Not enough.
Baksteen's a little bit overconfident at the minute. He's losing. I think he's got the upper hand on ZooT.
It feels like he's winning it.
It does.
Yeah, like
ZooT's playing very passive and defensive. He needs to assert himself more on the map, especially when he has these big stacks, because he's hitting a lot of good shots.
That's really interesting, because it really, if you had not told me that he was winning, I would have just said, I would have predicted like a 4-1 scoreline or something like that. But there's ZooT with the trap, and Baksteen sniffs it out. ZooT a little bit, comes around the corner a little bit too quickly there, shows himself, but look at that, Baksteen, can he hit the midder? No, he's not going to go for it. Actually pinning ZooT with the lightning gun there. ZooT is stuck, and he jumps across with the rail there, and actually just nails his opponent and gets the frag. And here is red coming up, and this is what ZooT should have done like before. Just put yourself straight on that red. Good play there from Baksteen to steal that away. Mega coming up now.
Well, and ZooT is making decisions the complete opposite of what any normal jeweler would expect, and it's kind of catching Baksteen off guard. He's not pushing when he should push, and he's pushing when he shouldn't push, and it's working.
Yeah, it's good stuff so far. As he grabs another yellow, going for this red. He could do something crazy here. He's going to try and do it. He hits a direct rocket. That's very strong indeed, but he's got more to do as he dances around the pillars. He's getting low, 40 points of health, and Baksteen is quite healthy. Baksteen's going to be really loving his position defensively on this Mega as he pushes ZooT away.
He should have backed off to the rail. Yellow armor picked it up and just played his angle again.
And it seems pretty easy at the moment for Baksteen now. He's got the lead. He's got all the stack he needs. He should have a really good bearing on all the item times. There we can see ZooT with a great steal. That's exactly what ZooT should have done, I think. And right now, what do you think for ZooT's options? What does ZooT what does he need to accomplish here?
He needs to just play the timeout and just hope that the Baksteen pushes in, try and do as much damage as he can. said, he's being a bit too passive and he's going to lose that on the entire map.
And Baksteen is allowing the yellow. He's going to lose some of that with the lightning. Red and Mega both spawn, so Baksteen's got to be careful here because everything's going to be up. Okay, Zoot's going to drop down. That's going to help Baksteen a lot. As now Baksteen can easily just take both items and Zoot can't.
Bakteen's not going to leave until he gets the kill.
He could even leave. What would you do? Would you be happy leaving him?
No, he's run out of rockets. He should leave and just take the yellow and the Mega and he's back to red in time. Zoot did well to survive there, really.
And there is a Mega pickup. And that is very true. I mean, it's a very low scoring game, so definitely very valuable to survive at all costs at this point. One frag is quite a huge difference.
Zoot is a little bit lucky that Baksteen's not hitting his shots at the minute, and that's why he's getting away.
Zoot calls his timeout. Yep. So yeah, Zoot, and as you're saying, Zoot's actually hitting a lot. I mean, he's hitting like 65% rail or something. Like he's connecting with a lot of shots.
Yeah, I'll check it for us.
Prepare to
and here we go. We're getting back in the game. Time is
3,
called by
2,
Zoot.
1.
Pause for that phone call.
Very quick phone call.
Yeah. And Baksteen is going to find Zoot. Zoot in like kind of a weird spot actually. Mega's not raided. Zoot's just hitting all of his shots once again, and eventually Baksteen will actually manage to take him down, so that's fine. And we'll find him again here off this spawn, and that's another frag for Baksteen as he takes the lead. Zoot is now going to start sweating because it's been a while since Zoot actually felt like he was able to really assert himself on the map, really confidently move around and control the pace. And right now it's just always been Baksteen controlling the pace.
Well, Zoot's technically now got a bigger stack than Baksteen with having picked up the Mega and should have the yellow in a minute as well. So Zoot should be able to challenge for this red, assuming he got the LG.
Here we go, here's the challenge onto the red. Can Zoot put his feet on that red spawn spot? Not going to be the case.
Oh, he did though.
Oh, he got it actually.
Got it, yeah.
Good stuff for sure. And that should really key him in on some aggression here. But that rail from Baksteen is so important because that's really going to stop Zoot. But Zoot's going to just go for it, and he's crazy, he's trapped now.
Yeah.
What's Baksteen going to do? He's going to miss the shot. And so funnily enough, that actually works out for Zoot, considering that Baksteen was unable to make any damage happen. After that Mega steal, Baksteen here with the red spot. It seems very, although the score is very close, it really feels like Baksteen's really winning.
Yeah, I think Baksteen needs to slow it down. He's making some taking a lot more damage than he really should for the first time.
There we go, Baksteen finds Zoot again, content to just let Zoot do whatever he wants on the bottom levels of the map. Picks up another big item, another Mega.
Perfect split as well. Quite easy to get this.
There we go, Zoot's going to be in trouble now. Oh, Baksteen misses the rail. Baksteen's missing a lot. It's quite strange, you know, Baksteen was just definitely a player at one point who was really known for hitting a lot of rail, especially like his aim was really solid.
It's something for the day, just getting warmed up I guess.
Yeah, that's true. And here we go, we hear the jumping in the distance of that enemy model, that Zoot, as he runs around trying to get the angles from below, but Baksteen has his eyes on the
really
prize.
like this play now. Baksteen's calmed it down, and that's exactly what he needs to do in the game. There's no need to force any more frags, and just take control of the items, and Zoot can't do anything at the minute.
It feels like Baksteen feels like, okay, if I just run items, Zoot will make a mistake, and that will bring a frag if I need one. Otherwise,
and the thing
I don't need to do anything.
At the minute, Zoot can't force a fight, so he's picking out the rails, but Baksteen isn't giving enough time or angle to pick out enough rails to do significant damage, and so he's still on the back foot.
And here we have Baksteen once again, as you say, the split between the two items is really perfect. 5 seconds to get to Mega if he chooses to go straight away. And he's got an angle here onto Zoot, and he's just going to leave it because he knows that he doesn't need to.
Yep. Really good play by Baksteen now.
And a Mega pickup. So Baksteen's just loving life right now, and again a great split between the red and the Mega. He's got plenty of time to get between the two items, and Zoot is pressured to make something happen. Zoot's the guy that has to make it happen, and here he's going to try and make it happen. Gets the rocket on to Baksteen's face, steals the red and connects the rail. This is looking great for Zoot. All of a sudden, Baksteen, through being so cool and calm and collected throughout the last 5 minutes or so, now all of a sudden he should be sweating because it's only 2 frags to tie up the game.
This is definitely there for Zoot because T7's the map is where if you get a clean frag, it's very easy to convert, and so Baksteen needs to play extremely careful now.
Oh wow,
he's going to go an easy
Zoot
Mega.
Left the Mega up.
So unless he picks a really good fight, that should be a good game, unfortunately.
Oh man, Zoot wanted to force an engagement, and he do so he sacrificed the Mega, and then Baksteen stole it away. And that's going to be it, and look at the defensive damage coming out from Baksteen, just crippling Zoot, just shutting down.
If Zoot wants to come in now, he's going to take it off. That's unfortunate. ZooT played surprisingly well. I was going to say ZooT should stick to casting, but he put in a good performance. And yeah, I'm impressed. That was a good match. Baksteen, after a shaky start, was able to bring it back and play the map he should have played from the start, really. Yeah,
definitely. It really felt like that ZooT was struggling a lot to get the damage in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, like he said he was nervous and he was making a couple of shaky decisions, not pushing in. He was a bit.
Yeah.
His confidence wasn't there, and he should have pushed in before, really, in a couple of situations, and it could have been a lot closer. Maybe even taken the map.
Yeah, for sure. I do remember that one situation where ZooT had to just plant his feet straight on the red to take it when Baksteen was kind of off the spawn.
Yeah.
But like that moment of hesitation,
it was.
It's like, oh no, but I should be doing this. And then went for it, and then he died because of it.
A couple of map turning decisions there, really, just from not pushing when he should have. And it might have been a timing error. He might not have had exact timing and didn't want to come too early. But his stack was so great. If he did, Baksteen would have been forced to back off.
Yeah, for sure. And we already have the next match lined up.
Wow.
So unfortunately for ZooT, he's going to go out. We won't see any more ZooT in today's FACEIT Cup, unless he signs up for the American one and plays overseas.
I would be interested to see that.
That would be pretty cool. But it's actually going to be Etty and Puri who are going to be the two next contenders here. And before we see that, though, we'll go to a quick break. And when we come back, of course, we'll just kick that off and see what happens.